You have that site online for quite a while, it's generating a good number of hits every day, and you're thinking whether or not to use AdSense advertising on it to make it generate some form of income. Well, this is a description of the pros and cons of this approach to internet advertising. AdSense has definitely hit the internet like something from another planet, and people are very excited about it everywhere. There are negative aspects to AdSense and alternatives to consider. AdSense is generally a great tool for webmasters. Whereas, they would used to worry about how to raise enough money to keep their sites profitable, or at least keep them online, those worries are gone. AdSense allows webmasters to forget about those worries and concentrate on creating good content for their sites. In fact, the emphasis is now on creating quality content, often associated with the top paying words, which will bring you many visitors. AdSense can also very well integrated with your website. It's easily customizable in terms of colors, size and position, which means you can experiment with it in any way you like to maximize your income. AdSense is a very good means of generating a constant revenue on your site. All you need to do is create some quality content and keep it updated constantly, and you can literally live off your website. A lot of people are doing just that nowadays with AdSense, so it's become sort of a business in itself. It's also a great program because you can have the same account advertising on all your pages. This is great for webmasters with a lot of content because it means they don't have to create many accounts unnecessarily. But as stated above, there are some negative aspects to advertising with AdSense, and here's a small list of such cons. Clearly, the largest negative impact the AdSense program can have on you is through Google closing your accounts. Most of the time this happens because of so-called click fraud, which means somebody would be producing artificial clicks on your page. There's one really nasty side to that. It doesn't have to be you making those artificial clicks. It could very well be your competition doing this in order to shut you down, or the competitor of whoever is advertising on your page, looking to drive their marketing costs up. The earning AdSense brings you are by no means constant. In fact, they're not even close to that. Anything you do to your site could end up being a big mistake, costing you a great deal of money. It's that kind of pressure that has a negative impact on you. First of all, you constantly need to make sure your site is in the spotlight of search engines when people are searching for whatever it is your site is about. If you fail to do that, you won't have any visitors, and that of course means you won't have any AdSense revenue. In a way, this is nothing new, as any form of generating revenue on the internet with advertising has such a drawback. And finally, another major problem is that you constantly have to feed your site with better and better content. Now, of course, certain sites are very well geared towards doing this, but with some types of content this is rather hard to achieve. This is often why the services of a copywriter are employed to generate more and more content. When writing original content, the best thing a website owner can do is research a topic thoroughly and then return to writing with lots of information they can out in their own words, and show their own opinion on. So there are the pros and cons of using the AdSense network for generating profits through advertising. Now the choice of whether or not these work for you is yours.